So, you want to be a homesteader. Okay, let's do a video on four-wheelers in Alaska, or really any place where you're living off the road system. You know, you're going to start out with the latest and the greatest, or the best you can afford, and this is my original four-wheeler. This is Trigger, and I'll post some pictures of what Trigger looked like when I bought her. She was quite the handsome little machine, but however many years I've been doing this has just taken its toll on her, and a lot of repairs have been made. You can see there's some zip tie work done here because the fender got, I don't even remember. I have no clue. The seat is pretty much gone. That's got to be recovered. The support between the rear and front fenders on this side is completely gone. There's a little metal work that goes in here that attaches to a bracket. This rear part is still on there, but it's really not attached to anything anymore. My front fender is completely gone. You can see it's been zip tied back together on several occasions, but when you crash it, you know, they snap and there's just nothing you can do. It broke off in enough pieces to where it wasn't even worth salvaging it. I'd have to start from scratch anyway. I do have new body panels I'm going to put on there. The gas tank, for example, look at the gas tank. That's not the original gas tank. That gas tank goes on that four-wheeler over there. Here, I'm doing some yard work. Please excuse the mess. This gas tank, the gas tank for this one has holes in it. A common problem of the four tracks is they rust out right here at the very, very bottom. And obviously all your gas pours out. So that is in town being fixed. And I'll get it back up here sometime this winter and swap them back out. The winch, this is not the winch that goes on here. That goes on that four-wheeler over there. And it also has some issues. The connector on here is not connecting real well. I'm going to have to figure that out because you don't want to be without a winch. I've made some modifications to this. I put the decking on, the plywood decking. As you can see, I snapped this off hitting a tree because there's no brakes in this. You're going to lose your brakes, I promise you. The tire on this side, it needs air. It looks like it's a little low. The original tire was bitten into by a bear to the point where it could not be repaired except with a tube. And I'm just going to... I have spare tires. I've wrangled up some spare tires for it, so we're going to put different tires on it this winter. I just have to, take them off and break beads. I'm going to wait till after. I have no more use for the four-wheeler for the season. And then we'll get the new tires on her. You can see that it's been chewed on by a black bear. This area here was also broken off. There's a little extension. Whoops, I'm sorry. There's a little extension here that has a little tab on it, and that tab goes up in there and holds the body panel on. Here's my wiring for and that was bitten off, and so this whole thing flops around. You can see more zip ties. Also, the floor rest area on this side is completely gone on this one, except for this little bracket here, which really isn't attached to anything anymore. And that's about it. You do make modifications, like I say, like this rear decking. I added I guess you'd call it a holster from my chainsaw. And because the toolbox under here is not accessible anymore because of the decking, I put an old Army ammo can on the back, and this holds the controller for the winch and jumper cables and all that sort of garbage. Anyway, that's it. So you want a homestead, and you buy yourself a nice four-wheeler, well, take pictures of it, because it's not going to be nice for very long, let me tell you. Like I said, no brakes. You wear the brakes out, the brakes go bad. This one has sort of a little bit of kind of iffy brakes. You got to put a rifle rack on it, of course. You need to have your rifle or shotgun handy. But just get used to it. It's just what's going to happen. You will not avoid it, I promise you. But anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll do a better video on making these type of accessories for it, because they do need to be replaced. That one's probably okay, but that one definitely needs to be replaced, the one on the front there. So anyway, there you have it. I'm going to make hay while the sun shines, because it's been raining for 2 weeks, so I got to go. Talk to you later. Hey guys, one last thing before I go. I'd really appreciate it if you would scroll on down below this video, down in the description area, and check out my little online store. I'd really appreciate it if you'd take a look at this mug. This is my signature mug. It says, I saved Bill's life and all I got was this coffee mug in the finger. There's actually a story about the reason I'm flipping the bird, and I will share that with all the people who actually buy the mug. I know these are tough times for everybody, and there's not a lot of extra money to spend. I know that more than anybody. But if you would just kindly take your coffee mug you drink out of every morning and throw it against the wall and break it, you would actually have a legitimate excuse to buy a new coffee mug. And boy, do I have the coffee mug for you. And after all, it's got written proof that you saved my life. What's better than that? But anyway, if you go stop by my store, take a look. I got a lot of other really cool, weird, strange stuff for sale as well that I also designed. You might find it humorous, and maybe you might find something you absolutely cannot live without. But anyway, go check it out. I'd really appreciate it. I got more videos coming. I had to take a break just from burnout of life in general, but I got more stuff coming on homesteading and what you do and don't want to do. The don't want to do is probably a bigger part of the story. But anyway, hope you appreciate this video because it's true and honest and everything, and we will see you on the next one.